Hello guys, Mike here, Walker Stalker on YouTube, bringing you my weekly review for this week's episode titled Try, episode 15. Okay, a lot of stuff happened, pretty much all Alexandria. Spoilers obviously for anybody who hasn't seen it yet, so I won't get into too much detail until, I'm sure people are not watching. So we had no character death this week, which is good, considering we had 2 the previous week. Okay, first off, so many walkers with the W on them in this episode. Daryl and Aaron came across a fresh site where the wolves, I'm assuming they're called the wolves, I'm just calling them the wolves, have attacked. They left a woman into a tree, and it's clear that they carve the W's on them before they turn. So they kill them, carve the W's into their head, and just leave them. Or, with her, she was clearly eaten. Maybe they just left her. I'm thinking they left her there alive and let walkers eat her. That's my going theory. But before that, they carved the W into her head, which is brutal because it's, she was alive, and that's, reminiscent of, if anybody has seen, totally unrelated, but it reminds me of the movie Inglourious Basterds. If anybody has seen that movie, when they capture Nazis, they carve the swastika into their forehead. So, while they're still alive, that reminds me of that. Sasha hunting walkers, saying no longer going on the defense, want to go on the offense. Shooting them mostly from behind, except for that large group that comes together. So many of them have W's. I can't count how many, but so many of the walkers in this episode have W's, which means that the wolves are closer. The more W walkers around, the wolves are closer. They're definitely in that area, and they're killing more people. Every survivor group, they killed that campfire that Daryl and Aaron saw. They saw the fire in the distance. They tracked it. But I believe that was where the woman was tied to the tree. So Rosita and Michonne coming and working with Sasha. Sasha not very appreciative, saying, things worked out for you guys, meaning life. She's just still, going through, first she loses Bob, and then she's recovered from that a little bit, Still not fully, but then Tyrese, shortly after, she had a double whammy, too much for her. She wants revenge on the world, basically. Rosita and Michonne did not take her sword. It was just a gun. She's gotten better with the gun since season 3, but still not. She was a good shot. Okay, we had a theme this week of a balloon. First, Rick sees it at night. It's tethered to something in a pond. I'm guessing probably like a remote, like a boat or something that a kid was probably playing with. And then Pete comes and Pete's like, "Hey, Rick," and Rick's silent for a bit, and then keep walking. In the dark, you see Rick's face is like shadowed, resembling the governor. Not the first time. In the boxcar in the season 4 finale, when he said they're screwing with the wrong people, his right eye was in the dark. Similar thing with when he said at the end of the episode when they first got to Alexandria, when he said, they don't make it, we'll just take this place. His eye was shaded. I don't know if it was the same eye, but one of his eyes was shaded. Then later on in the episode, after Rick is, getting into the scuffle with Pete, the balloon is floating away. Is that Rick's sanity? Is this all paralleling Rick and Shane? A little bit, I think that is. When Rick has arms open, like going crazy. It's kind of reminiscent of Shane. What else? Carl and Enid in the tree. Carl trying to follow Enid. Enid heard him, said you're making a lot of noise. They started talking. Said, you know, you scare me. Well, Carl like wants to know why, or you just do. Remember, Enid's been around. She's from out there. She's got there like 2 weeks before Rick's group. She's used to it. You know, that's why she goes out there. She's not. I don't think she's supplying a group. We know this episode she did not take the gun. I was wrong on that. It was Nicholas. So she's just out there like same reason Rick and Carl went out there the first time, because they can't help it. They're so used to it. And I like the little kitchen timer to distract the walker, and then run away. A whole bunch of walkers go by that Sasha and Rosita and Michonne take out. And they hide in the tree, hold hands, almost kiss. And okay, Daryl and Aaron, big thing there. Rick and Pete's fight. Now I know they weren't going to kill Pete. And it's not smart right now to kill him. He's the only doctor. They just lost Aiden. That's not going to go well. That's what Father Gabriel said. So Rick and Pete get into it. They go out to the glass. That was brutal. Both of them push somebody away. Rick pushes Carl away when Carl tries to break it up, and then Pete knocks Jessie down when she tries to break it up. There's fighting, and then Rick starts talking about how this place, you don't know how to deal with things. He's threatening people with waving a gun around. Michonne knocks him out. Two key comic book moments right there. Except in the comics, Michonne doesn't actually knock him out. He's still talking. But that was key. Okay, now on to my top 5 moments. Number 5, Michonne knocking Rick out, pivotal moment. Number 4, Carl and Enid, getting to see a little bit, more of her story. That was awesome. Daryl and Aaron is number 3. Their exploits. Number 2 is the walkers, the W walkers. That whole, see more of them. Sasha taking a few of them out, from the tower that are at the wall. And number 1, the fight between Rick and Pete. Favorite moment of the episode right there. And the walker kill of the week. Not very memorable. Not many very memorable walker kills. Mostly just, standard knife shooting kills. But my favorite, the kill of the week, has to go to Rosita, for me, personally. Where she breaks the one's leg and then throws it down and stabs it. That was my favorite. Okay, as for review, score, I give this episode a 9.5. Because I thought I was going somewhere else with the story, but it looks like a lot of stuff is going to be resolved in the finale, which I will do my predictions for the finale right after this. That is titled Conquer, so I will upload that shortly after. Alright, for now this is it for you guys. Mike, peace out.